Hello and welcome to a little tips and tricks guide for Death Knights who want to solo instances such as Karazhan, Molten Core, stuff like that. So pretty much, here's my DPS gear. Just go into Equipment Manager, equip my tank stuff, and I'm missing bracers and a ring, but I still managed to get defense capped. I don't think defense cap is totally necessary, or total tank gear is totally necessary, but remember your main goal is to stay alive. Now, as for talents, I have spec into blood, and I'll provide a link in the sidebar for you to go and look at. And it's just a lot of necessary tank stuff. It skips some of the damage things that aren't totally necessary, but remember, your goal is to basically stay alive. And I'll also post an armory link if you want to look at my armory and check out the spec there as well. And then on to glyphs. Glyph Vampiric Blood, really good. Help extra boost to Vampiric Blood, makes it last longer. Glyph of Death Strike. Death Strike will be one of your main damage sources, and it's extra good. And then the Glyph of Disease makes your Pestilence apply your diseases again. So that allows you to, instead of wasting your Frost and Holy Runes on Death Strike, or on, diseases, you can instead use them on Death Strike, which is extra healing, which will help you live a lot longer. Now, as for rotation, also keep up Horn of Winter whenever you can. Now, as for rotation, I put up my diseases, and then I will Heart Strike ×2, and then Death Strike. It's pretty simple stuff. But then once I get to my Blood Runes again, I will use the second one as Pestilence, and that will refresh my 2 diseases on the target without having to use Unholy or Frost Runes or your extra Death Runes on those. So it's just sort of nice. It isn't sort of set in stone. Like if the boss isn't really hitting you very hard and you have lots of extra health, then feel free to just mess around, and it doesn't really matter if you want to pump out some extra damage. And then there is a little bit of leeway. You might be able to go 2 rotations without using Pestilence, so again, it's all up to your judgments. When you're soloing, do not forget to use your defensive cooldowns. It's very important, and it can be very life-saving, especially things like Death Pact, which some people forget about, and things like Vampiric Blood and Rune Tap. Rune Tap can heal me for up to almost 10,000 when Vampiric Blood is active, so it's a really nice boost. So remember, your main goal when soloing stuff is to just stay alive as long as possible, and just try not to make stupid errors and mistakes in your rotation, and you should be okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Good luck to all you people who are hopeful soloers, and oh yes, I'll also put a list of my mods in the sidebar too. So if you have any comments, questions, feel free to ask, but that's all for now. See ya.